figure something out. Ohtani threw on the side again, or not even on the side. He threw on the field, little simulated game. He did an up-down, which was kind of the next iteration of his rehab.
What is an up-down?
Pitch for a simulated inning.
Okay.
Sit down for 5 or 8 minutes to simulate your team going up to bat.
And then come back
then come back and pitch again.
So heat it up, cool it down.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
So he did an up-down, got through it pretty easily enough. Said he threw every pitch in his repertoire.
So he can pitch, man. He can pitch. So let him pitch. What's the you're asking the same question?
I sure am.
Okay, so what's the perfect timing for him?
So Dave Roberts was saying that they needed to they still, I think the quote was, we still have a ways to go because he needs to get to where he can go 5 or 6 innings. And here's my question. Why?
They want to start him, obviously.
I understand we can start him. He can pitch. They start guys all the time that don't pitch 5 innings. All the time. It's not like this would be like, well, we don't know what to do. It's like it happens twice a week.
Maybe they want to see what his arm does.
But
so they can plan accordingly.
They need a little bit of help on the mound. And it's not like you're going to burn up all of his inning quota. But it just seems to me that we should ask. We'll ask Oral this the next time we see him. I would, and I'm just guessing here, the amount of strain on his arm to pitch in a major league game relative to the amount of strain on his arm throwing the side work, somewhere between 5 and 10%.
Did you get an answer there from Oral?
He was talking about how everything's max effort now, even side work, bullpen work.
Either way,
everything's max
out
effort.
of the bullpen or starting, same thing.
But you know this as well as anybody. A game is always different than practice.
Adrenaline, right?
Adrenaline, intensity, all of those things. But why not have him instead of doing this side work, if he's throwing mid-90s and throwing all of his mix of pitches, why not have him throw it in a game against a real team and see what it looks like?
Great question. I don't know. What are the chances he doesn't pitch? Like he has discomfort because you haven't been that far out. You haven't gone into deep waters, and you want to see if he can actually do it first.
Yeah, but okay,
because the last thing I want is to pitch him and he gets hurt.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He goes out there too soon, whatever it is.
But let's say he goes out there too soon, right? And I don't know. He's just like, guys, this doesn't feel great. Okay, shut it down and have him, because if that's going to happen, that's going to happen, right? Whether it's throwing a 3 innings on an up down in the bullpen or 3 innings against the Colorado Rockies, what's the difference?
Is he in full rehab protocol now?
What do you mean?
Like, is he rehab protocol for a pitcher coming back? Like, do you have normal stuff you have to, like, pitchers have to get ready to pitch again?
Yeah, he's cleared every hurdle.
If he gets hurt pitching, will that get in the way of him at the plate hitting?
It has not to this point in his career.
Because you have to take care of the injury.
I understand. Yeah. I understand exactly what you're saying. The only time that an injury has kind of cost him some ABs was a couple of years ago at the Angels, where he shut it down at the end of the season. But that was only a couple of weeks.
And he's older now.
He's older now.
Yeah.
He's healthier now. He has had, like last year, he didn't throw it all, and he was able to just go out there and do 50-50. He's clearly not like everyone else. So the rules, we're trying to figure them out as we go.
Yeah.
But my goodness, you watch that side work, that's big league quality.
It's a tease, and it's frustrating because you want to see him pitch, but you understand the caution behind it too, because he's so important to the entire team, not just your pitching staff. And if you hurt him, if he gets hurt and you wind up losing Ohtani from games because of it, you cannot risk that.
If there's
not just from the mound, from games.
If him missing at-bats is in play, then keep doing it exactly the way you're doing it.
And I think that's what they're doing.
But if it's just we're trying to keep his arm as healthy as possible, then let's start the process of seeing what it looks like against major league hitters.
I almost don't want to see him pitch until he's pitching.
Well, I don't think you're going to. I think you're going to get exactly that.
Well, the side sessions and up downs and reporting on how good he looks on the mound.
That's the part.
It's frustrating.
It would be one thing if these side sessions were, he looked okay. He's kind of all over the place. He's working his way. But okay, take your time. But he goes out there and wipes people out in these things.
Yes.
And
he wants to pitch, right? He wants to pitch. It's the Dodgers dragging their heels.
Knocking on wood. Hopefully it never happens, but I think we all know the answer to this. When it happens again, is that it?
From pitching?
Yeah.
Definitely. This will be number 3, depending on what happens.
Let's just say it's another, never mind another reconstruction. I don't think we've had anybody that's gotten 3 so far, but let's just say it's another, hey, man, my arm's killing me, or he's ineffective, or whatever it may be. We're done, right?
I think so.
Just go be the greatest offensive player in your league.
I would say so, yes. Yeah. The next injury would if it's major and big, requires time off and surgery, that would probably be last medically.
What if it's not that? Because we put the two things together, right?
Yeah.
What if it's a situation where, hey, I can't pitch right now. My arm's not ready to pitch right now. But if I continue to try to rehab it, it's going to affect my offense, or I got to take some time to just shut the whole thing down. Or I can just go be your everyday designated hitter. I can learn to play left field or whatever it is you need me to do, and we can just keep it rolling. And pitching is just in the rearview mirror.
I'd be
We're
just
never doing
fine
it
with
again.
that with him. I would be fine with how much I'm paying him, everything. If Shohei Ohtani just became your DH from here on out and never pitched again, I'd be fine with it. And the Dodgers would still be great because of it.
They're still the team to beat.
Yes. Now, I think you want him back now. One, you want to see him pitch. Two, you need him.
Yeah.
You need him to pitch.
Yeah.
That's the other part of it.
Do you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You need him to
I know
pitch.
you need him at the end.
Yeah.
But do you need it? You don't necessarily need him right now.
Well, I mean, obviously not.
Yeah.
No, you're still in first place. But yeah, you need more arms. The more arms, the better. And he's one of the best arms you have. Of course you want him. But I don't want him to get hurt or lose him at the plate under any circumstances.